hype here as we are back in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and you know what that means. It means the Elimination Chamber is here and has returned to put more punishment on 6 people who have dared enter the cell structure. Jaeger Saunders defends his Orbits Championship right here, right now, as Saunders and Costello are going to start this one off. Costello with the blitz and a big head scissors that's got the champion down on the ground. Remember, this is the guy who won the Hell in a Cell and defended his title successfully. No one else had done that before, but remember, before he even did that, he beat the powerful Mr. Elmore in 40 seconds to win this championship, but Costello's got him off balance early here, rebounding against the ropes and stomps him in the gut. Costello wants some more and just kicks his shoulder in. Be careful not to break something there, just stepping on him after step after step after step, and he is pointed on the champion early as he tries to retreat to the corner here, and Costello's gonna charge him up, just waiting, and oh, he finds an elbow. Maybe a little bit of bait there by the champion. Smart move. And now cleats to the face and a free face surgery for Costello there, and a free broken leg at that too. Picks him up, and is he gonna throw him out? No, he's gonna cut his throat against that rope, trying to go for a quick pin. One, and a quick kick out here. Our referee in there, he had the best view. He got that as soon as it was a kick out. Drags him over to the ropes again, and Jaeger is flipped over. Nice move by Costello, and now Anthony's gonna exit the ring. Saunders quickly gets up, and he is gonna get elbows to the gut. Costello breaks free from the hold, and now he is just gonna kind of flip himself at Jaeger. He is delivering punch after punch after punch, and what a combo to the champion. He is keeping up quite well. Throws him back over. Now look at this, climbing the cage early is Costello. What does he have in mind here? And he is gonna lean towards that side over Hector's pod, and Hector is looking on the ground. I think he's a little bit lost. That is not coming from the ground. That's coming from on top of your pod. And Jaeger is going to, no, he is intimidated by the height there. And Saunders is just gonna go back in the ring. What does Costello have? Nope, maybe he's changing his mind here. He's climbing the top rope. What has he got? And he's gonna face Costello, reaches over onto the side and picks him up and throws him down. That one looked very risky, and now adding on even more damage. Elbow drop to the gut. And ladies and gentlemen, you see the clock counting out. Someone is about to be released from one of the 4 pods. Who is it gonna be? And it looks like Adrian, the one who won things last time in the Elimination Chamber, has been let in. So right now, Jaeger and Costello probably have they probably don't even have an idea that he's entered. They are going at it, and Jaeger, as he turns around to absolutely chuck Anthony, he finds out Adrian the hard way, running into a big clothesline, and he just punches the little guy out of the way. You gotta feel bad. 7 feet versus 5'4". That is dangerously a mismatch there, and he just slaps him in the back of the head, and Costello's face just plants into the mat like he's absolutely nothing. Picks him up for a bear hug. This one has to hurt, squeezing the breath out of him, and the referee is just, you can tell he just has no way of, like, he doesn't even know how to react. Costello's trying to break out of this one and is able to escape the giant humanoid. Adrian now and he just does it. He just wants Anthony to himself. He wants to single-handedly destroy this human being's life, and he's gonna slither out of that one, and Costello's gonna move his attention to Adrian. Of course, a better match for him. Costello and Jaeger are just going at it. They are mortal enemies, and I have no idea what this could be about. We have not seen any evidence of these two. They've never even met up in a fight before. Maybe in the Rumble. I don't even think they met up in the Royal Rumble. So there is no possible explanation for why these two hate each other. Adrian hops over 7 feet, and he just slams him down in the mat. Stomp after stomp after stomp. He is pouring it on, trying to get the pin. Costello kicks up 1, 2, and the champion is still champion. At least 4 floor now, and Costello and Adrian are going to fight again. Big suplex to Costello. He'll be down for a while. No, he gets right back up. Adrian running in a good dodge by Jaeger. He just throws the little rat down to the floor, and Costello gets taken care of once again by the Bears QB. Adrian trying to fight down this monster, and he just can't. He stays on his feet, stays on again, tries for a third time, and that's when Jaeger falls down, and Costello just goes for a little drop kick there. We'll not talk about that. 5 seconds until someone else is released from the pod. Big, and look at Adrian, the power to pick up a 385-pound man. The cover, 1, 2, and the champion kicks out. Here comes Holden Hunt. Holden Hunt is the 4th person into the mix, and a big sidewalk slam. Costello trying to put Adrian away, 2, and a big kick out from him there. Holden acts like he didn't enter the ring, but then he goes out, and Jaeger's gonna go after him, and Holden Hunt started to climb. He wants to climb the cage, and Jaeger has no fear. He is going up right after him, and he's just gonna take a little rest on the side pod there before he runs and jumps and finds no one. Who is he aiming for there? That is embarrassing here. Big blunder, and look how much that took from his health bar. Significant amount, and Jaeger just finds a dead corpse in the middle of the ring, picks him up, knee to the back, and he needs a chiropractor after that one, and just pressing down the pressure. Costello going for Adrian, 2, and a big kick out by Adrian. No eliminations yet. Holden has Jaeger in the corner. He has a chance to capitalize here. Big, and a knee. He has Jaeger, tries to reverse that one, and it ended up getting him to pay. Holden outsmarting the big jolly giant, not so jolly actually, as he throws him over. He's gonna go outside with him. He's trying to pick up big number 0, picks him up. What has he got in store? Throws Jaeger against him, and he is just punching him. No, reversal, big punch, and a big knee and a reversal. These two are fighting it out. These two are fighting it out, and he's dragging him all over. Meanwhile, Adrian picks up Anthony and slams him in the middle of the ring. Big competition on both sides here. Adrian going up top at the top turnbuckle. What has he got for Costello? Jumps in a big frog splash. That could be it. That might have knocked the wind out of all of him, and he is setting up for something big. Holding his throne, but pay attention to the middle of your screen. Adrian going for the finisher that won him all last time, and Anthony's able to move out of the way. Holden into that side of the empty pod. Anthony with a big X Factor. Could that be it for Adrian? 1, 2, and a kick out there by Adrian as Jaeger and Holden continue to battle things out on the side here. Clock ticking, and we have just 5 seconds before someone else comes in. Jaeger with his famous shoulder press before slamming Holden, belly flopping onto the floor. The battle with Adrian and Anthony continues. Who else is going to be released? Hector gets about 3 seconds to go out before he is met by the champion, and the champion takes him, presses him against the pod, and just cracks his skull open. That one was painful. Jaeger lifting up Hector while there's a big grape clump in the middle. Adrian and Holden are teaming up against Anthony, and Holden's going to set his sights on Adrian. Adrian about to get pinned. 1, 2, and he's kicked out of multiple pins already. Adrian, even though he came out at 3rd, is looking like a favorite here with how many times he's already kicked out. Hector battling out with Saunders here, and he's gonna walk over before trying to target him again. Reversal, knee to the guts, and he has got Hector again against the pod and tackles him against. That one broke his back almost. Anthony and Holden battling it out. Anthony throws him out, and he's gonna go up top. Does he have a big move in him? And he's signaling he wants him to get up, and he just jumps down. Adrian and Holden are gonna battle it out now on the side. Punch to the gut and another elbow, and that sends Adrian backing away. Against the pod goes Hector. Anthony going after Hector, picks him up in a big sidewalk slam, going for the cover, and Jaeger just breaks that one up. You don't have to break it up. This is an elimination match. I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he wants to, honestly, Jaeger probably wants to single-handedly take out every single member of this match. It really wouldn't surprise me. Anthony breaking out of that one, and Holden continues to battle it out with Adrian on the side. Hector wants to join that that action, wants to get away, as far away from Saunders as possible. Anthony has no problem battling it out with him, as that's been his main target this whole time. Thrown against the pod, punched, and now what is this? Backs up and through the pod! Through the pod, the glass shatters! Meanwhile, we've got a pin, 2, and Hector kicks out of that one. Let's quickly turn our attention right back to what we just witnessed there. Jaeger is pulling out a dead corpse. Anthony is going to have broken glass shatters in his back for weeks. So after all that excitement, we have Brandon, who is yet to be released, and he is out. He is probably here just to clean up the scraps of what has gone down in this one. Everyone has suffered so much pain. He goes straight for Hector, and Hector trying to punch out of it, and he does. He escapes, and Brandon punishes him for it right away. He throws him back in. Anthony is battling it out with Brandon, and Brandon gets an elbow. Big setup. Here comes a big ending, and this could be it for Holden Hunt. 1, 2, and he kicks out miraculously. Remember, that's the move that took out Luke Schroeder to win the Orbits Championship. That's his finishing move. Anthony gets chucked back in. Brandon with a knee to Jaeger and a punch. Tries to kick it, and he just missed. That one a little embarrassing. He's going to pay, and not for long as he elbows his way out of that hold. Hector comes flying in out of nowhere. So we have 3 on the outside, 3 on the inside, and just everywhere you look, there is battling going on. Anthony's going to move to the outside fight where he surveys the scene. Brandon's not going to put up with it. He just throws him back in. He does not want him part of this collection of people. Holden's going up top, and a big leg drop makes Adrian absolutely choke. Brandon's going to throw Hector back into the ring. Jaeger going for him, and Brandon finds him before he can react. Look at Holden on the side. What is he thinking about up there? He's going to fly, and he lands on Adrian, and all his internal organs have to be broken after that one. Anthony is picked up and is getting shoulder pressed by Jaeger. Adrian has not moved. Adrian has not moved, and I don't think he will. Hector bumps into the pod and is going to meet Holden there. He backs up. Is this what we saw with Anthony? And through the pod, and Hector is done for now. Listen to the crowd. They are chanting that this is awesome, and I agree here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. This is absolute wildness going down. No one has even been eliminated yet. This is absolutely wild. We have to have several more moments in this match, and actually someone has been eliminated. Anthony puts away Adrian, and finally, after all that damage he's taken, he's finally out of this one. 1 down, but 4 more still need to go if someone is gonna lose. Brandon kicks out of a pin. Jaeger's getting visibly frustrated as Adrian's limping off. Anthony is just taunting him, following him. Holden has Hector in a hold, punches him in the back, throws him, and he's gonna collide against the ropes, but before he can do anything, Anthony absolutely slams his face onto the canvas. Big knockout punch to Anthony from Jaeger. He gets chucked out. Adrian is eliminated, folks. 4 more still need to go. Brandon slams Jaeger. That one was painful. And Brandon is setting up. What is he going for here? And he catches a big one, but he kicks him in the face. So Jaeger gets out of the way again. And they're just teaming up on Jaeger here. They want a new champion here. They want someone part of the core group to win this one. DDT. And it could be almost Jaeger's time. Leon jumping around, and he's got 2 dead corpses that he can just do whatever he wants with. Brandon slams Anthony face first onto the mat. Hector, he should probably pin either one of them, but he's not. He's going to get turned inside out by Holden Hunt. All 5 back in the ring now. Who is going to be the next to be eliminated? Holden picks up Hector, deadlifts him, and throws him off. Big pickup of a heavy man. Down with a big move. Brandon for a new champion. 1, 2. Referee's taking a while to count, and he does. But despite the absolute foreverness that it took for the referee to count, he is done, and we are going to have a new champion. Jaeger couldn't escape the double, sometimes triple teams that was being put on him, and he was absolutely struggling visibly. in this one. Holden escapes a big finisher move from Brandon. Anthony escaping a big headlock from Brandon. Holden trying to deal with two people at once now. Anthony and Holden I don't know what that was. Hector, big move, going for the pin. 2, 3, and Holden is out of here. 3 remaining here. Who's gonna win? Is it Hector? Is it Brandon? Is it Anthony, who, mind you, started this match? Big suplex by Brandon. Anthony hasn't been in many matches, but when he has, he's had pretty good showings besides that one Royal Rumble where obviously he was eliminated by Kevin in about 10 seconds. Besides that, he's really picked things up. Once again, there are 3. Brandon struggling to escape the submission, raking the eyes of Brandon. It's Hector. Anthony spinning around in circles, and he's just gonna do a little shuffle over here. Brandon drops him on his head. Is this it? 1, 2, 3, and kick him out of here. We are down to 2 here in the Elimination Chamber. Who's taking home the Orbits Championship? Remember, Anthony started it, but Brandon finished it. So it's literally number 1 and number 2 here. Brandon has traveled all the way to the top turnbuckle, and he wants on top of the pod. He wants on top of the pod. This can't be good. Stalking Anthony and flies. Bam! On top of the stomach. Over. Has to be over. Just pin him here. Just pin him here. This thing is done for. Anthony escapes. That's what you get for playing with your food too much. And Brandon's just gonna escape right back. Chop blocking him in the knee. Picking him up. And he's trying to deal more damage here. Picks him up. Torture rack position. Slams him. Pin him. And he still won't. And Anthony is going to try to deal more damage. No, Brandon gets back in control. This is wild here. Sent out of the ring. Brandon is going to exit. He is going to pick up Costello. What does he have in mind here? He's going to carry Anthony over. Throws him, and don't tell me. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 pods have already been broken, and it looks like a third. Well, no! And wait, it is! It is broken! But Anthony moved out of the way, and Brandon goes head first, breaking the glass. And that could be it for Brandon. I know Brandon fans are just rolling their eyes right now. Remember, Brandon is constantly, match after match, a favorite, and really he just comes up short, just short at that every time. Whether he's a runner-up, like a last 5 in the Royal Rumble, he just barely misses it time after time. And if he comes up 2nd place in this Rumble, it's really just another thing with him. And he just gets almost to the finish and just can't ever seem to finish in general. Big elbow drop. And now he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and this time he does. And it's over. Brandon Polk is your new Orbits Universe Champion. And he is celebrating here, and the crowd's loving it in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, where we just had possibly one of the best matches of all time. And Brandon celebrates here with the Arabic crowd.